Hi, I'm Jon Kramer. This is Oregon Life, and I'm a pool player. So growing up as a kid up in Door County, we always had a pool table at the house, and I really had no interest in it. I didn't pay attention to the table. My dad played every once in a while. So really, pool for me didn't stick until I was a freshman in college. I went to the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire, and they had a bowling and billiard center on campus there. And I didn't even know that was there. I was walking around as a freshman looking for the main cafeteria. And as I was walking out, I stopped by the pool tables, and there was a guy playing this was in '98, so now one of my best friends, Matt Strong, was playing. I've known him 21 years. Recently, I just joined Jacoby Cues, who built me a beautiful cue. It took him 11 months to make this cue, which is incredible, but it's a one-of-a-kind. And they're world renowned for cue making. They actually won Cue of the Year 10 times in the last 12 years. So I'm really flattered to be a part of their team now. So a lot of times when I come downstairs to practice, I'll work on certain shots that tend to be more difficult or require a more intense amount of English and concentration to make those shots. But I would say the thing I practice the most before a major event like the state championships is the break. And I'll break over and over. I might come down here and spend hours where I don't even take a normal shot. I will just rack the balls, break them, and rack them again, and just keep doing it over and over. So I compete in the Masters division where very few players are missing shots. And it's considered a dry break if you break and don't pocket a ball. When you compete in the Masters division, a mistake of any kind, including not making one on the break, is oftentimes a two-game swing, because in competition, usually it alternates the break. So if I won the coin flip, I would break first, you'd break the next game. I'd break the third game, you'd break the fourth game, and back and forth until someone wins. And usually these matches are first one to win 8 games, and they can last hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes. So I consider a mistake a two-game swing, because if I break and don't make a ball, I expect my opponent to run the table, and they're breaking next, and I expect them to break and run the table. And so it's brutal. Once in a while I'll do some, like we have a new youth center in town, so I went and did some trick shots for the kids. At one point, I spent some time at one of the senior centers in Madison and did some trick shots for some of the old Navy veterans who used to play pool back in the day. Like I mentioned, some of these, there's some people that do professionally do trick shots, and then sometimes they play pool too, where I'm more of a pool player who sometimes does some trick shots. So one of my proudest moments was actually in 2017. I was fortunate enough to win the Wisconsin State Championships in the game of 10 ball. This is one of the more common rotation games in the higher levels these days, where the 10 ball is the only one that matters to win the game, but you have to hit every ball in sequence throughout the game. So if I made 9 balls in a row and missed, and you sunk the 10, you'd win the game, regardless of me making 9 and you making 1. So finally in 2017, I was able to win my first state title, so it was pretty special.